whatever words you have described to yourself, if these words did not exist, would you still exist? Hmm. It's unfortunate that I can't hear you, so it's very difficult for me to have an interaction. Can somebody write on the chat box? Hmm. Would you exist if these words were not existing? Or let me say one more thing. When these, if assuming, let's say you are, I'm just giving you a hypothetical imaginative situation. Hmm. Let's say you are driving a car, okay, and it's nice countryside and monsoon weather, and you go to Lonavala. Lonavala is, by the way, those of you who are not from India, is a place near Bombay. This is the best time to visit Lonavala in the monsoon. It's raining cats and dogs and cheetahs and leopards in Mumbai. So, so, and God forbid, this is just imagination. You have an accident, okay, and you collide into something, and you bump your head on the steering wheel in a very severe way, and then you are in the hospital. You lose your consciousness, and when you wake up, you're in the hospital. And when you're in the hospital, how many of you have seen the movie Born Identity? Has anyone seen the movie Born Identity? Give me a yes in the chat box. Huh? What's the name of the hero? I forgot the name of the hero. It's quite a. Uh, what's the name of the hero of that movie? Jason Bourne, I think. So when you wake up in the hospital, you lose your memory and you lose your language. Who will you be then? If you have no memory and if you have no language, then who are you? Will you exist? You will have no identity, but will you exist? You will just be alive. Yeah. So Gita says alive. And Razwan mentioned something very interesting when I gave that exercise. He said, I said, I am, and Razwan had written, I am alive. So your first, I don't even want to use the word identity actually. It would be wrong to say it's your identity. The first thing about you is that you're alive. And how do you know that you're alive? Huh? You're breathing. Okay. Is that the only sign that you're alive? Huh? You are conscious, you can perceive, you can breathe, you can experience. So this is the most important part of your existence. But you lose touch with this most important part of your existence because you're so lost in the story of your words. I am father, I am mother, I am husband, I am family man, I'm Indian, I'm Pakistani, I'm this, that, do. And you're lost in language. And then you fight. I am an Indian, so basically, if I'm born in India, means I'm not supposed to like Pakistani. Why? Because you're culturally conditioned to believe that this is your identity. Which is not to say that this does not have a place. This has a place in the world of relationship, in the world of transaction. You can't apply for visa, and when you are interviewed in the visa office, uh, who are you? You say I am alive. You will not get a visa. Okay, if you say I am alive. Okay, only in the mindfulness class you have the luxury of saying I am alive. Okay. so for the sake of your passport, for your applications, yes, you have to write I am an Indian, I am family person, I am Marathi, Punjabi, Gujarati, all that. But it's very important for you to realize that this is just, how do I say, what do I say, I mean, this is just, this is uh, this is real, but it's also very unreal because it is just language. Are you getting what I'm saying? It is abstract. That's the word I'm trying to say. It is abstract. All words and labels are nothing but abstractions, and we are believing these words so powerfully that we are lost in abstractions. If you're understanding what I'm saying, give me a thumbs up. So if you want to be in touch with the real you, then you have to be in touch with your aliveness. Now, and what do you need to be in touch with your aliveness? What do you need to do to be in touch with your aliveness? Answers in the chat box. What do you need to do to to uh, to feel alive? What do you need to do? Breathe, feel, and breathe. Okay, be aware. Be aware of the consciousness within. To feel, to be conscious, to do something, to be aware. Okay, so my next question to you is, what do you need to do to be aware? What do you need to do to be aware? What do you need to do to be conscious? Go inward. Okay, so if you don't go inward, you can't be aware or you can't be conscious. So be in the present. And what do you need to be in the present? Have knowledge of your true self. Stop thinking. Okay, lost in abstraction, sir. I think that is the most accurate headline to my life. Okay, so Nadia says, focus attention to do what resonates with your heart. Mindfulness, be in the moment. Okay. You know what you need to do to be alive? You need to do nothing to be alive because you already are alive. What do you need to do to be alive? You are alive. Whether you like it or not, you are alive. As soon as you popped out of your mother's womb, you were alive. And that is the only thing that will never change in your life. From your birth to your death, the fact that you're alive. And that is the most important thing that most human beings miss out. They are so lost in the abstraction and the drama of their life, in their thinking process, in their language, in their memory, that they lose touch with their aliveness. So if you have to experience your aliveness, what do you need to do? So let me demonstrate to you how I experience my aliveness. Okay. That's it. Nothing more than that. But why you cannot experience your aliveness? Because your mind is constantly chattering all the time. So you are lost in the world of thinking all the time. So while yes, you have this identity, which is important to have. I am ABC, XYZ, whatever else. I have this interest, I have this talent, I have this gift, I have this, all of that. You need to experience your aliveness. So when we are talking about knowing yourself is at two levels. The first level is just your aliveness. You're conscious, you're just aware, you're just present. What do you need to do for that? You don't need to do anything for that. If at all you need to do something, maybe just close your eyes and just observe your breath, because when you're constantly doing something, you are lost in whatever you're doing. So maybe you need to take some time out and just observe your breath, or just observe the sensations in your body, and just observe what's happening right now. Just observe. And that you can say is mindfulness, that you can say is meditation. You can give it different names you want.